And he was like, it's kind of like your boobs, it's kind of tilted. And like, he said that in front of her, and I was like,
dun 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 dun. A Jade abroad.
Hey guys, it's me Jade, and I'm here with
Kiyota, guys. Hey.
Yay! So today we're going to be talking about misogyny in Japan. Kiyota was just telling me a really interesting thing because he works at a restaurant, right?
Yes.
With your uncle?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a little shrine that Japanese people put in their businesses to bring money in, and they put these like stems called sakaki, like on each end, and then there's a cup of water, but you have to change the plant every 15th of the month, and then the end. Like you change it twice. My uncle first told me to do it. He's like, oh yeah, and
Only a guy can do it.
I was like, but what does that mean? Like, he didn't explain why.
So only a guy can change the plant and
The
add
water.
water in the cup.
Exactly. None of the females, he never asked his wife to do it. It's only changing plants. But she says,
Yeah, only guys can do it.
but they don't give me a reason why.
So if a woman touches the business shrine, then the business is gonna crumble and fail.
I think back in the day, people like in their 40s, 50s could be so rude to women and be okay with it. Like the construction in my restaurant that I work for, it's pretty bad. There's the outlet in the wall that's kind of crooked, and a customer went up to the okami, which is like my uncle's wife, but she's the head bitch in charge basically. And he was like,
It's kind of like your boobs, it's kind of tilted.
he said that in front of her, and I was like, if this was America, what the? But women back in the day are so used to just men just saying shit like that.
What did she say back?
She didn't say anything. I was so shocked because I just think women that are working in the business just think, oh, like men could just say shit and they
and I just have to put up with it.
I guess. Because I asked her, I was like, am I understanding the same thing? But did this guy just say your boobs were tilted and he doesn't even know you and he's a customer? Like,
I'm so shocked
Yeah.
right now. I can't believe that this is real. And
Right.
this happened when? Like a month ago or something?
a month and a half ago, yeah. The second I heard that, I stood behind her because I was like, that's actually very, very sexually harassing.
And rude as
Rude,
hell.
hell.
What the hell? So how old was this customer?
He was,
Roughly?
yeah, middle-aged, I think. Yeah, like within his 50s, I think.
That's
yeah.
awful. Another thing that I've noticed, well, you know, to do with sexism in
Yeah,
Japan, is a lot of jobs are female only. You know, like secretaries, receptionists.
Yes.
So I used to work at an eikaiwa, and all of the staff, the Japanese staff, were females. They were at the front desk, and they were the happy, smiling, calm, pleasant
Yes.
Welcome to our business.
sort of front, right? But of course, all of the managers and the people above them were men,
That's
but the
fair.
women were the front of the business.
And they're always lower, yeah. Oh my god, ugh, I hate that.
Yeah.
I'm a feminist, and I noticed in a lot of Japanese culture too, like, I don't know about Europe, but I feel like when you marry somebody, in a straight couple in general, the man's always like,
Oh, isn't my wife beautiful?
Yeah.
you know, and I hear from a lot of Japanese people, like middle-aged people, if someone else compliments your wife, he's like,
Oh no, she's nothing.
I'm like, thank you, you know, like he kind of like minimalizes the wife.
Why are you like scoop it under the carpet?
Yeah, like,
She's alright.
kind of, I was like, but that's
Why?
why?
That's the person that you loved so
Yeah.
much that you chose to dedicate
That
your
you
whole
love
life to.
with. If someone told me that, I would be like,
Well, if that's the case, if that's how you feel about it,
Bye, honey.
yeah, I don't know why. And I think showing affection in Japan is like,
Oh, that's a big taboo, right?
yeah, like, I mean,
More and more people are holding hands
Hands.
now, and
whether straight or gay too, but when I meet
'Cause
people,
I haven't seen a lot of openly gay couples in Japan, actually.
I saw one or two. To me, that's enough. I was like,
oh my god, that's so cute.
thank God I see at least one couple
like, I've
holding
never
hands.
seen it other than like Nichome, the safe gay area. I
Yeah.
haven't seen that.
When I was walking near the station in Shinjuku, I saw a couple. I was like, okay, that's cute. You
Oh,
know,
that's nice.
that's a little.
That gives
small
you
hope.
hope, right?
I was okay. This
Yes.
country is moving to equality. I think yes.
Yeah.
I saw a documentary because like a girl's trying to be a sumo wrestler.
Oh.
You know, but no, but sumo is a very male sport.
Male. Yeah, I've
Male.
never ever heard of a woman.
There's a
not.
yeah. So I think she got a lot of shit for that.
Why would you get shit for that? You need support. Come on.
I know.
Yes, girl, go.
I just think a lot of people in Japan think if you're not fitting in the norm, straight, gay, you know, being traditional,
Male,
Japanese or
female.
kind of thing. I just think there's still a stigma, but I mean,
Like the whole thing about being a sushi chef, right? Like only men can do it traditionally.
Exactly,
That's why,
yes,
That's
yeah.
why you. I don't think I've ever seen a female sushi chef. Maybe
see.
once.
no, I never seen a female sous chef.
Yeah, like that's the sort of done thing. Only men can be sushi chefs, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard all the body temperatures are different, and you need a certain hand temperature.
It's a myth, I know. Wow, I
Come
forgot
on.
about that one. Yeah, I've never actually seen a female sushi chef.
Moving moving on, I don't know if this is still like sexist, but going on like traditional Japanese marriages, I taught a lot of adult students English when I first got here, and when you're an English conversation teacher, you basically turn into a therapist part-time. So because what are you going to talk about? Their lives, right?
Yes.
They tell you what's happening in their day-to-day lives. And this one guy said to me a really interesting thing. It's still sticking with me now 5 years later, and he said,
Oh, I want to take more English lessons. I'm really enjoying our lessons together and I like building my conversation skills.
so I was like, great, so take more lessons. He was like,
I have to ask my wife for permission.
I was like, ask your wife for permission to take more English classes? I was like,
Why?
he was like,
Oh, because she gives me my pocket money, so I'm gonna have to ask her.
For more money.
I was like,
Okay, so your wife earns the salary then? You don't have a job?
he was like,
No, it's my salary.
I earn all the money, she stays at home, and then I give all my money to her,
And then she gives me
What?
pocket money.
and she does the bills and sorts it all out. I was like, I can't believe you have to ask your wife permission.
Yeah, and actually that's very common in Japan.
Very
like, if you're
common.
married, especially like back in the day, I would say back even like 10, 20 years ago, it wasn't all about like girls living on their own. I mean, I talk to my Japanese girlfriends right now too, but they're like, if you're not married by the time you're like, what, 30?
30.
You're probably like, your
Yeah.
life is done. You know,
Yeah.
you're probably gonna be single. I was like,
Don't give up, honey. I mean, like,
it's
Yes,
not a big
no,
deal.
it's not a death sentence,
Yeah.
but people think it is. Okay, here's something that several men have said to me since moving to Japan. The first time I heard it, I was 22, and a guy said to me, again in a bloody English conversation lesson, he says to me,
Oh, you should hurry up and find a husband while you're young.
I was like,
excuse me?
yeah, I was like, okay. I mean, I am young, first of all, but why? He was like,
Yeah.
because women's beauty. No, he didn't say that. A woman's value decreases after age 26, whereas a man's value only increases because he continually gets richer. I was like,
Oh, is that so?
wow, okay. So
Yeah.
after 26, I'm
My life is
essentially
over.
used goods. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like,
Wow.
well, I'm not 26 anymore. I'm past that, and I still feel like I'm gonna find love if I really
Yes.
want it. Thanks,
Thank
mister.
you.
And I've heard that several times from several different people, so that's like a thing here. And like, I hadn't even thought about putting a sell-by date on marriage back in the UK growing up. I'd never heard that before, but that's kind of how it is here.
In Japan, people have this system of like, when you graduate high school, you go to college. After that, you get your first year graduate salary, and then you have to go up that rail kind of thing.
Go up the ladder.
Ladder,
And you
exactly,
stick
yeah.
with the same company your whole life, traditionally.
Exactly, yes.
Right.
And then you should marry by the time of this, and you should buy a house at this. You know,
And you
it's
should
like-
have children at this point.
Yeah, it's very, very just narrow-minded. It's just one way. Basically, if you fall off of that,
Then-
basically crazy, or
You're not accepted by wide society.
they're always like,
What are you doing with your life?
I'm like, it's
None of your goddamn business.
I'm happy, and that's all that matters.
yes.
You're not paying my bills.
They say it's harder for women to get jobs after a certain age too, and it's, to me,
Yeah.
it's very interesting why women are so I guess,
Downtrodden in this society.
in
Oh,
Japan.
last year? No, it was before COVID, so maybe 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
But I ended up chatting to this young girl, and she'd just graduated university. She was in her first year of a new job, so she would have been, what, 21, 22 years old?
Something like that.
Something like that, right?
Yeah.
And I was like,
That's great. Are you enjoying work?
she was like,
Yeah, it's okay, but I want to hurry up and get married so I can quit.
I was like,
Aspirations, girl.
she was like,
Yeah, I don't want to work, so I need to get a husband.
And he has to be rich. I don't care what he looks like.
okay, and this is the young
Yes.
generations, like, this is their mindset now. I was
Oh my
like,
god.
Jesus.
Why do you bother even go to college then? Because in Japanese people, they're so strict with education. Like, they make you go to so many, like,
Juku, cram schools.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And then what is all this education for? I mean, like,
What is the point?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, oh, my friend Saya, who is featured on this channel twice now,
Mm-hmm.
I think, she told me that because she loves studying, she went to 2 universities, I think,
Oh.
now. Like, she's really, really smart. And she said that when she went on dates with Japanese guys before, she had to dumb down her intelligence. Because if you are more intelligent than the guy, then they feel embarrassed by that and they don't want to marry you. They don't want to be associated with you because they're intimidated by intelligent women. I was like,
Why is that a thing?
I feel like females were often put down. Men always held the power. They were always stronger. They always this, you know. But I still think Japan does have that a lot, unfortunately. But I mean,
yeah.
yeah. I hope this changes. but-
Yes. Here
Hopefully.
is to Japan entering the modern world, becoming
Yes.
less sexist, less misogynistic,
Yes.
and giving women aspirations to do better for themselves if they want to.
Yes.
Yes.
And we're here to support you.
We're
for
here
that.
to support you whatever
no matter
you want.
what.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks,
So,
guys.
bye,
If you
guys.
like this video, please like it, leave any comments you want in the box, and please subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.
Bye,
Bye!
guys.